So the reason here is obvious, but I gotta pull the front drive shaft on this K20, and I searched YouTube and I couldn't find any videos telling me how to do it. So I thought I'd make one real quick, and it looks to be really simple. We're gonna find out, but it looks to me that there are 4 bolts up there that hold the U-joint to the front pinion on the front shaft. And then if you come back here, right at the transfer case, there's 4 more bolts that bolt right to the transfer case. So it looks to me like 4 bolts here, 4 bolts here, and this sucker's gonna come right out. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna find out if I'm right or if I'm wrong. So I got these 2 bolts here loose. They came loose really pretty easy. And I got those 2 bolts up here. These are the bottom ones I can reach. I got those 2 out. And I put the transfer case in 2-wheel drive. Just spin this around by hand. So those other bolts are on the bottom. And now I can get to those bolts. I can get to these bolts. But I gotta put the transfer case back in 4-wheel drive, or you can't spin these. So I'm gonna go put it back in 4-wheel drive, and I'm gonna break these loose. So I'm back top side here. Got my helper, and we'll put the transfer case in 4. So now I got it in 4. I'll go back down to the bottom. Okay, so got the transfer case in 4-wheel drive, and these here are a 5/8, and I've got those gear wrenches because it's straight, and because they are kind of tight, run that ratchet up here like this, and I'm going to do what you should never do, and I'm going to hook 2 wrenches together, and with that, easily they break loose. So there's one. Now I can just spin that out. It's already loose. Do the other one. Get that on there like that. Do what you should never do. There you go. Got it on there. Broke loose. Broke loose. Broke loose. There we go. That one's loose. So these are all finger tight now. Pull them out. Okay, so we'll go up here. We'll get 7/16 socket on there. That's set to loosen. And with 2 hands and a groan, I should be able to get that loose. There we go. Broke loose pretty easy. Okay, now we're on the other one. Break this loose. It's moving, but it's like binding up. I have a feeling that one's gonna twist off. Oh, here it goes. All right, now we're broke loose. Now I should be able to get in there, and this shaft should drop right out once I take those bolts out. So I got all 4 bolts back here are out, and I got all of the bolts are out at the front. So there should be nothing holding this in. So I think now I set the camera down and see if I can gracefully drop this on my head. Let's try a pry bar right in here. Big screwdriver. Let's see if this will work. Hey, look at that. Moved that U-joint right out of the cup. Oh, there goes the cap. There we go. Let's we'll hang that right there for now. I'll try driving that out. Let's see. Knock that loose. Yep, it's moving. We just hit the shaft. Drove it off. There's a little bit of room there. It's got a screwdriver. Tapped the drive shaft that way, and now this thing He's ready to load
So
it.
let's do that. Let's see if we can pull it out. There we go. Drive shaft's out.
Now that I got the drive shaft out, we can address the elephant in the room. Why didn't I just clip the wires off one at a time and unsnag the drive shaft? I could. And I still got to clip all these wires. But the drive shaft, I am pretty sure, is bent. So, we're going to take it into the driveline shop and see if it is bent.